Dr. Lake, MK Ultra. What is MK Ultra?
MK Ultra was a dark project by the United States to see if they could create a super spy. And the way that they would do it is they would, through torture, they would create alternate personalities within the person that they could access through coding. That you could have, let's say, a salesman that was overseas, and he's just think he's selling typewriters or whatever. And because of it, of all that information be contained in an alternate personality, you could torture him, you could do whatever, and you would never find, you would, without the right access code, you would never get to that spy. And of course, it proliferated through, and they ended up having super soldiers with it. They ended up having, they're called betas, they're sexual slaves, and just, they also ventured into Psy Warriors and a lot of different aspects with the MK Ultra project.
It's a military program multiple, basically.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Now, are there many MK Ultras walking around now today as we speak?
One of the things that happens with this is you have someone that's a victim that to begin doing it to their own children because they're programmed to, and so it kind of proliferates. Dr. Holly Hector, back in the 1990s, projected back then there were probably 25 million of them in America at that time.
Wow. Wow. Now, your wife was a victim of MK Ultra.
Yeah, it was a branch of it off the Monarch Project. And one of the things that they would do, to become an occultist, one of the things that you're taught is that the greatest power that you have is a secret kept. And so whenever they would go into an area and begin doing these experiments, they would hire those from the occult to be a part of it, like be lab assistants and so forth. And I think in the area that we were living, that when they had the hearings up in DC on MK Ultra, the military pulled out, but they had already given the technology over to the occult, who began building their own mafia, if you will, using drugs and human trafficking and other things to build their empires in that area. And so they were using that technology to facilitate what they were doing.
Now, you say the military gave their technology over to the occult, but isn't it the occult that gives the information how to do it over to the military originally?
Yes.
Okay.
It all goes back with the Nazis. You know, the mind control programming has probably been around since Egypt.
Yeah.
But it was the Nazis that would begin to perfect that, and then MK Ultra took it to another level.
Yeah. So in other words, it took the spiritual aspect of the occult to bring it over into the military, which you can take it all the way back to the Nazis. But then the Nazis took it and they put it into technology, into a formula, into a way of enhancing it and doing it, and handed it back over to the occult.
Yeah, and I think now they probably have the ability, simply using electronics without any torture or anything, to be able to create alternate personalities within somebody.
Wow, through waves. Your wife was a victim. How was she involved? What happened?
Don't really know. I think a lot of it simply because of the occult in the area, and they would look, pedophilia and a lot of different things like that was rampant down in the area, and they looked to those kind of families to do the experiments on. And I really think the area that she was at is they really tried to push the boundaries just to see how far they could go. And a lot of them, they just broke,
Yeah.
It was an experimental area.
Right. Now you're military, but yet this MK Ultra, they actually came knocking at your door one night, right?
Yeah, we found out several things. God set my wife free of depression and a lot of different things. He began talking to her, and it's about this time in the fall, and she's out praying, and she said, God told me they're about ready to desecrate the Feast of Tabernacles. And I'm thinking, really, when is it? Back then I didn't celebrate the feast. So I look it up, and it's literally that weekend. And so we prayed, God stopped it, and then it was on, because it was like, okay, somebody prayed and stopped what we were doing. And for about 10 years, they tried to kill our family. And before we left that area, we actually had one of them get a hold of our unlisted number, call us about 2:30 in the morning to let us know about 25, 26 people had died trying to kill us.
Wow. And why were they trying to kill you?
I think they were afraid of what she was remembering, as well as we had prayed and God had stopped what they were doing.
With what you're playing in The Last Evangelist, I think it really paints a picture of where we're headed. I think some of the stuff that you portray in that particular series is absolutely some of the stuff we're going to see in the near future.
A brand new DVD of Last Evangelist. You can get it right now. It's limited collector's edition. It's got the new episode on it, along with banned videos with me and Michael Lake and Lisa Haven, Sheila Lazinski, and well, things that were just taken down because they didn't like them. But you get all this right now if you call 844-806-0006 or go text the word chosen to 91999 or go to davidheavener.tv/order. Also, if you want to see Last Evangelist, the episode, it's exclusively episode 1 on davidheavener.tv.
In these last days, people will worship false gods. As the Antichrist arises, Christians will be persecuted. David Heavener Investigates is proud to bring you End Times Investigations, a new DVD series containing over 8 hours of interviews, commentaries, and teaching on Illuminati and the New World Order, Satanism, miracles and healings, the Antichrist, and one world religion.
Hi, I'm David Heavener, and I'm proud to bring you this brand new DVD collection, End Times Investigations.
David reveals how the media is working hand in hand with the Antichrist system. Order now and receive this special DVD collection. Text bonus to 41444 or davidheavener.tv/order. Call toll free 844-806-0006. Text bonus to 41444 or davidheavener.tv/order. Call toll free 844-806-0006.
If you'd like to get involved with the ministry and be a supporter, text the word chosen to 91999. We sure could use your help. And please don't forget my new books that are out, True Power and End Times Investigation. And you can get all this stuff there at davidheavener.tv/order. Don't forget to sign up to davidheavener.tv.